What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Nina, and I'm sure y'all know, but it's been super stressful around this piece lately. And I understand it's all the economic uncertainty, the work changes, as well as all this talk around the coronavirus. And let's not even talk about the whole families in the house all at once with no relief in sight all the time. Honey, stressful. But still, that's no reason why we can't make decisions to do right by our bodies and make good choices for ourselves at this time. So today I wanted to have a little bit of girl talk to talk about stress relief. Also, some of the things that I've been doing for my period, as well as some quick hygiene routines and a little bit of sex talk. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video is because when I first found out about this and all of this back in January, I started stressing out and my period was coming early. And what I realized is it was due to a lot of stress, not only with myself, but just thinking about the stresses of the world. And if you can relate, click like. I'd also like to know some of the things that you guys are doing for yourself as I'm sharing that are really helping you to stay focused and to keep out of the stressful path. Also, all items that I talk about can be found down below in the information section. And as always, I'm going to tell you, if you're experiencing extreme levels of stress, body changes, all types of things, you need to make sure that you're getting in touch with and going to see your doctor and or your therapist. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into this. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and subscribe. And also click on those notification bells so you can know when I upload on Thursdays and Sundays. Make sure you also check out my Now That's Life podcast, which is now live, and you can check it out on all your major podcasting platforms. Links to my podcast can be found down below in the information section. So one of the things that I've been using lately is a period tracker or a period tracking app. Now, I used to be real good about these back when I was in school, but I totally forgot about them. But this is a great way, especially when you're stressed, to keep track of what should be or what's expected to be going on with your body. Now, the one that I use is absolutely free, $99. Yes, free. It is Period Tracker, but there's several others like Eve, Clue, Flow, Period, and Ovulation Tracker, and many others. But it literally gives me the average start of my period, the flow, the color of it, and when it should end. All of that can be affected by your stress levels. Since I'm on the NuvaRing as my birth control, I also know when it needs to go in, when it needs to come out. I'm able to document all of that, as well as any symptoms that I'm having. And it keeps track of, or helps you keep track of, when you've been intimate or done the do dirty, as well as many other notes that you can keep for yourself. And I also love that you can share your logs with your doctor so that if you find something that's off, you always have some evidence of things that have been going on and you've kept track of those things over time. And while we're talking about apps, when I'm stressed out that much that it's affecting my period and I'm having to seek help for that, I also love Pep Talk, the app, because it really does have a lot of great people on it. They have a lot of great things to say. Y'all, another thing I've been happy about trying is new alternative ways to reduce the aches, the pains, and the cramps that come along with my stress levels as they increase. And I've always told y'all I don't enjoy taking a lot of pills or medications, and I'd much rather just take my vitamins, nutrients, and make sure that I'm getting good supplements. And that's why I'm happy that I was able to try out Ned's Natural Cycle Kit. Ned offers the highest quality full spectrum CBD from organically grown hemp plants. Now, I love that they offer science-backed and nature-based solutions that offer us alternatives to taking over-the-counter medications or even prescriptions. And I'm happy that they're bringing you guys today's video. They sent me their Natural Cycle collection, which is a great way to ease and reduce cramps, as well as helping to support the balance of hormones, as well as relieving and reducing stress. And this collection was crafted by amazing women, so they get it. And they've crafted salves, tinctures, as well as a roll-on that helps with that hormonal balance and ease. And with my package in particular, I found that I had less issues with that hormone balance. And I also felt less anxious and stressed, and a lot of my period symptoms were reduced. And I also love that they share the third-party lab reports so that you understand the process of their products. And of course, I suggest you go to check out Ned for yourself. So make sure that you go to www.helloned.com/Dr. Nina or use code Dr. Nina at checkout for 15% off and free shipping on your first order. Again, www.helloned.com/Dr. Nina or use Dr. Nina at checkout and get 15% off your order plus free shipping. So y'all, I've been highly focused on maintaining a healthy weight at this time, and all times for that matter. Being in the house for so long at this time makes it easy for us to only focus on our stress levels. And many of y'all have emailed me telling me how being in the house with your family is the absolute worst and makes you feel all over the place. So eating seems really fun right now, especially when people around you are not controlling the way that they eat and they're not supporting you in healthy habits. But I've always had to be reminded that obesity can interfere with our reproductive hormones. And last week I posted a video for you guys about the simple and easy meals and the items that I am finding at the store that are simple to prepare. And starting a healthy and nicely based nutritious diet can really help with our reproductive health. And at this high stress time, some of the best foods and liquids are water, fruit, leafy green vegetables, ginger, chicken, fish, turmeric, dark chocolate, nuts, flaxseed, quinoa, lentils and beans, yogurt, tofu, peppermint tea, and kombucha. What I'm really trying to stay away from right now that can cause increase in weight gain and water weight gain includes salt, sugar, excess coffee, excess alcohol, spicy foods, red meat, and foods that my body can't tolerate like excess dairy. And also starting with a friend remotely with some exercises as well as a diet plan, or joining a free group or even a paid group can really help you get your eye on the prize during this time. Light cardio is really great for reducing muscle pains and also period stress and cramps. I've been making it a point to get outside and walk and run as much as possible. I also love indoor body weight exercises and a little bit of plyometrics and some HIIT training. Yoga and flexibility moves seem to help as well. But you don't want to make the mistake of training too hard, because even having too little calories can also affect our periods and our reproductive systems. Another thing I've been trying to do, y'all, is make sure that I stay stocked up on my period items, my hygiene items, as well as backup items for the items that are no longer available. So much stuff is gone from the store shelves and people are buying things that they never bought before. So those of us that do usually buy these things can't even find them right now. So when it comes to my hygiene items, I've been using this way of scouting things out earlier in the week. I go to places where they're not expected to be, like going to get my hygiene items from the grocery store. Most people are looking for food in there, so they're not looking for the hygiene items, but they carry a lot of the organic items, as well as online like Amazon. A lot of times they stock or restock every week or every 2 weeks, and so I'm able to find a lot of the things that I need if I go on order early and fast. And I think they even have push notifications for things that, you know, are restocked that you want to know about. Also, I love companies like Cora, Lola, Real, Organics, and others, because usually I can trust all of their ingredients and their pads and their liners and all of that without dying from harsh chemicals. I also love that their websites are usually stocked up as well. And I've been slightly dipping into the washable pad land. Now, for those of you all that don't know, this is just like a disposable diaper, if you will. You usually just use it until it's soiled and then you put it into the washing machine. Now, is that weird? No. When I first tried it, it was kind of weird, but having a cloth pad I actually like, because I don't have to rely on paper products, and if they're not available, I have something that I can use instead. And those are in the Amazon shop, my Amazon shop, and you can find that at the links down below. And I also float around with the Diva cup from time to time, not all the time. It's not necessarily my favorite thing, but I've used it sometimes. And typically with that, it's really simple. You wash your hands first, you fold it, and you place it gently inside of the vagina. And you want to wear it and learn it to find out how often you need to empty it out daily. 2 to 4 times is usual for most people. And you also have to make sure that you're cleansing and sanitizing it as much as you use it. And I also keep precious lamb wipes around as well. I like everything from Cora to Bresh to Real. They all have great wipes that are hypoallergenic, as well as Honey Pot. Y'all know I love them. And those are great as well to keep around, because even though I'm just going from my kitchen to my bedroom to my front room to the grocery store, I still want to be fresh doing it. And I'm also making it a priority to take care of my hygiene items early as well and staying stocked up on those. I'm sticking with my Dr. Bronner's, either the lavender or almonds Castile soap, as well as the Shea Moisture body wash. I also wash with my Embrace Pangea or my Honey Pot wash in the motherland down there. And I still shave in order to want to touch my own body. I'm also keeping up with my masks and my skincare because I don't want that to go to heck with all of this. And I also make sure that I moisturize, and I also exfoliate when needed. This all relaxes me and keeps me sane during a time that's very uncertain. And the better I keep my normal routine up, the better I feel about myself, the less stressed, depressed, and anxious, and it leads to feeling just overall much more balanced. Now let's have a little bit of a talk about sex, shall we? And those of you all that know me well know that I was not raised to have sex or support that decision outside of marriage. However, we out here having it, so it's important that we stay on track and be smart about it. This is not the time for y'all to get careless and start hooking up with OG Junkie Bobs or the Dusties, as we like to call them. This is not the end of the world or YOLO time. So whoever you having sex with, plus let's make sure they're not bringing over Miss Rona, we need to be making sure that they are bringing over documentation and proof that they are STI free, or letting you know what they do test positive for. And you should be sharing the same information in documentation. Y'all know that I'm always preaching to you about the passport test and all the tests that are included in that. And that's just what my doctor calls it, in order to mention all of the different tests that you can have done that can be checked on, because there's more STIs than just HIV. And also it's important to remember that you can still get pregnant during your period. According to Felice Gersh, OBGYN, a lot of times sperm can live within us for up to 7 days. So that means at the end of your 7-day cycle, if you have sex on that 7th day and something goes down, you still have that opportunity to open up for getting pregnant and conceiving. So in layman's terms, if you don't want a baby, use birth control at all costs and don't be irresponsible during this time. And some people note that period sex has noted advantages, such as having more lubrication for penetration. Or okay, you also need to watch out during this time though, because it can make you more susceptible to giving out STIs should you have one, or contracting one as well. So here's some extras to think about. If you're having severe cramps and they're getting way beyond the scope of what you can remember, then you should certainly be trying to get in touch with your healthcare provider. We have to also take the steps to managing our stress, because this is a time of depression and anxiety. There's so much telehealth and telepsych out there now, and I'm going to place some links down below that might help you spot a provider, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, someone to really make sure that they're helping you during this time, that you can get with, that can provide services online. And if your home and work life is getting on top of you and everything's getting crazy, try to find a nook or a cranny somewhere where you can go watch something that you enjoy that's mindless. Read, and more read. I have a list of some of my favorite books down below. Use a hot compress to your advantage. I've always talked about the love for my hot water bottles, as well as my heated pad that I love. Absolutely amazing. And they can reduce stress levels and also cramps and aches and pains with ease. And also self massages. While laying on your back, just try massaging your tummy and the areas that ache. Right now, we really can't go out and get a lot of massages or do anything that's health related right now. So you want to make sure that you're doing that for yourself to help encourage you feeling better, less anxious, and less stress prone. So I hope today's video has been beneficial for you guys. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace. Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.